It's me, Mrs. Hoxie. Today's art, we are going to do a turtle in the sea. Do you see it? I'll bring it in a little closer. You focus into that? All right. You're going to need some supplies to make this cool looking turtle. I'll put them over here. You're going to need a piece of cardboard and some netting, which you can get from like a cutie bag or an onion bag. So ask Mom. And she's going to make a board, kind of like this. We can tape it on and we'll show her how to make that. You're going to need your watercolors. You're going to need a jar of water. You're going to need your paintbrush and some salt. Some of you remember when we used salt in class. You're going to need a glue stick. You are going to need a rainbow of colored Sharpies. And you're going to need aluminum foil. Don't forget, get your dirty rag. Make sure that you have an area covered so it can be protected and protect your parents. Good table. Oh, you're also going to need some masking tape, just so you can tape that net on the board. Okay, so that's all the supplies you're going to need for this art. When we're done making the turtle, I also made a cross because it's going to be Easter soon. So I made a cross for Jesus. Or you can even make Easter egg. And I made an Easter egg for Happy Easter. You can do all kinds of fun things with aluminum foil. It's pretty, it's colorful. Decorate your house. Give it as a present. Hi, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Hoxie. Okay, we are going to make a sea turtle. And we're going to make it out of aluminum foil. And we're going to give it some texture. I'm going to teach you how to draw it. And we're going to color it with Sharpies. If you have Sharpies. If you don't and you have just regular markers, you can use those. They work the same. The one thing about the Sharpies, you won't have any marks on your fingers, but notice when you do the Crayola markers, if the kids rub on it, they're going to have marks on their fingers. So it depends on what you want. The first thing we need to do is we need to make a board so we can have some texture. And how we do that is you're going to need some kind of board. It can be any size. I try to find a size that a net fits on. So this was a cutie. Nice cute cuties. And I took off the net. This was an onion net, which you can use that too. You're just going to, I'm going to use the red one because I think you can see it better on the film. Just going to lay it across and stretch it. And then you're going to tape the back on. Okay, so find a cutie bag and an Amazon box. And you make one of these. Pretty simple. Then what next you need, and everybody has one, is some aluminum foil. You can do the cheap one. I have the heavy duty. I kind of take a big long one and make two. Kids love this project. They'll keep doing it. So with aluminum foil, you can do this. You can have your kids do it. They're going to wrap the aluminum foil down and wrap it on to the board so they know how big their turtle's going to be. And that's the board. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our Sharpie and we're going to draw the turtle. The first part is we're going to make a rainbow, small rainbow dome on top. And then we're going to come down and I always make it a big fat smiley face on the bottom.
This is the turtle's shell.
Yes, this is the turtle shell. Thank you, Julia. And then we're going to do the turtle's head. So come up and then make his head. Oh, let's do an arm next. This arm goes up, kind of like a rainbow, come down, and then curve around, go back up, or you can come back this way. I noticed my pen was going to poke through the aluminum, so I stopped and I picked it up. You want to try not to poke through. You make two arms. If you press too hard, I noticed too, it'll make a hole. So don't press too hard. You don't need to press hard. Then we need two back legs. And one here. And then let's make a little tail. Bloop. There's his little tail. Now we're going to make the inside part of the shell. See how the outside part of the shell is? To do the inside, you're going to follow it the same way around. All the way around. Whoop. And then this way. Now remember, you can pause anytime to catch up, because I just kind of went fast. So pause it or back up and watch it again. Now, this part can be tricky, so I want you to watch. You're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 lines right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines. Now we're going to make an arrow on the end of each line. So we'll grab these two together and make an arrow. Boop, boop, arrow. Boop, boop, another arrow. Boop, 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 boop. Can you make that noise too? Boop, boop, another arrow. Boop, boop, another arrow. Then when you make your arrows, you know what? I think I've got lots of room here. I'm going to make one more line and make another boop, boop. If you have room and you want to make one more, you can. Otherwise, just do the 3. Now, see all of these points? All those points get a line. Actually, the inside point does not get a line. Just the outside. Or does it? Nope, just the outside. Let's try it. This one gets a line not all the way to this end, but just to the inside circle. This one. And then you're going to starburst all the way around. A line, a line, a line, a line. This one, oh, there's another point. All my points went out. Now, my turtle's ready to color. Oh, what color? See, this one has lots of pinks and oranges, blue. You can pick any color that you'd like. I think I'm going to do a pink shell. Right in the middle. Maybe I'll make it 3 different colors. And just color straight in. Now, when you start pressing hard, you're going to start seeing the pattern below. I don't think you can see it very well. I'm going to try this color and see what shows up. Yes, when I press this, I can start seeing the texture of, I'm going to do all 3 different colors. Oh, guess what? I can press down, but nothing comes out. Ah, I found a bad one. Throw it in the garbage, Mrs. Oxy. Woogie. Let's try this one. Ah, this one works. If you know me, I like to use all my resources. So, I'm going to let you color. And I'm going to color my turtle And we are going to speed this up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here is my last part of the head. Because I'm going to cut this out and put this on the background, I think I'm going to make some seaweed. So I've got lots of room here. I'm going to turn my paper sideways. Now I make a seaweed. And maybe another seaweed with it. That way I can cut those out. And I'll go ahead and color those in. Let's see, what color? Orange. All right, so there is my seaweed. I don't know if you can see the texture. When I bring it up, how does that look? Is that too close? Is it still in focus?
There we go.
Can you see the texture?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm going to bring it back down again. Now this is the part that's fun. You're going to peel it off carefully. Don't throw these away. You can make fishes with it. You can make turtles and lizards, any reptiles or any sea creatures. These are great to do. They make a whole landscape of different kinds of pictures. So don't throw these away. You can use them again. All right. I like to separate my two things when I cut. When I cut that off, you can practice cutting that first, or you can just go ahead and cut. Now, if you cut this, it's going to rip very easy. If it rips, that's okay. You can turn around and glue it together. So this arm, if I cut that arm off, it's okay. I can glue it back on. Now remember, when you cut, you leave your scissors straight and you move your paper. If I'm going to go in on an object, I'm going to cut into the object. And then I can bend that back a little bit, and I'm going to cut around my turtle. Now I'm going to go into this object. I'm going to go into this part. Now I could turn it, or I can take it out and I can go in. If I go in, you just take that off. You don't have to worry about breaking it or anything. Now I'm going to roll this around. Watch, my scissors stay in one spot, and I cut around. Scissors stay in one spot, moving my paper. I'm going to cut around. So I am going to speed this up so I can get this all done. And you can be cutting your turtle in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there you have your two turtles, or your turtle. Turtle one and a seaweed. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my watercolor set out so we can do the background. Hocus pocus poof! There it is! I got my watercolor set. Okay, here I'm going to do my background. Got my watercolor paper or any kind of 8x10 paper. I got a big brush. You can use any brush. I'm going to go ahead and go on and paint water on water. So put some water down. I'm going to make my ocean kind of a blue. Remember, take into your purple, move your purple up here if you need to mix colors together. Put some purple in here. Blue and purple together. What other colors? Should we do green? Yeah, let's do green. You can make your ocean color any color that you want. I got a dirty green. I'm gonna pick some green. Like some water, green. Oh, Julia, do you see any salt? I forgot we needed salt. Because, you know, the ocean has salt water. So I'm going to do it nice and wet. I'm kind of going fast because I want the water puddled here. Because we are going to add some salt. Yeah, salt does a really cool effect. So I'm going to go over and, you know, I can make this one as wet and mucky as I want. There's kind of a neat looking effect. Pink and a little bit of blue. Can't overdo it. Well, you can. You can make your paper really, really soggy, which we don't want to make it really soggy, but we want it wet. Do you see how shiny it is? Because it's wet. So then I'm going to get my trusty salt. So I have salt, regular table salt, and I'm going to sprinkle salt all over my paper. Kind of like snow. And then I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to leave it. This has to sit overnight. It has to dry. So in your workspace, make sure you keep your paper. Don't touch it till the next day. And then keep those with it. And the next day when you come back, then you're going to glue these on top, however you'd like an ocean scene. And it'll be all ready for you. And that's how we make our turtle in the ocean. Okay? So we'll be back tomorrow. All right, now I let it dry overnight. If you can see, I don't know, I'm going to bring it up. Can you see all the spots that were left? What happened was the salt soaked up some of the color, and so you have this kind of cool looking design. But you have salt on there now. So what do you have to do? Go over on top of a garbage can and rub it. And you're going to rub all your salt off. Do it over a garbage can, otherwise you're going to have salt all over your parents' floor. I'm going to go to the garbage can. La 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 la. All right. So once you've done that, you've got all the salt off, you can really see all the cool looking designs. All right. Now you're going to take your turtle and you're going to get some glue. I have a glue stick, or you can use the other glue. And you're going to flip him over and you're going to glue the back of your turtle. Make sure you do his arms, his head, his tail. And you can put him any way, going swimming up, swimming down, swimming across. I like to do mine sideways. So I'm going to glue him on, I'm going to pat him down. Now remember I made that seaweed? I'm going to do the same thing. Put glue on the back of my seaweed. Oops. And I'm going to put some seaweed here. Now if you want to take crayons or colors or more markers and draw another creature or maybe make some bubble marks, you can do that. Maybe you want to make your eyes on your turtle. Whatever you'd like. Now my turtle's kind of coming up a little, so I might need to put a little bit more glue. But there it is. And there's your project. Now I do want to tell you something though. I not only made this one, I got so excited because I love the colors. I went and made a cross. I drew my cross out with the pen. I made lines all through it. I took my wonderful colors, didn't use this at all. Used all my colors and I colored it all different colors. Oh there, my helper helped me move my colors up. And I did all my wonderful colors on there. So I have it, I said, Jesus, he has risen, get ready for Easter. And then I also thought, wow, I can make an Easter egg. So I made a circle and I made my zigzags, any patterns, and I colored it all. And I made an Easter egg. So foil is fun. It's very colorful. It's something different to do. So if you want, are all my pictures in?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make different designs, you can. Just using foil, permanent markers. I think it's fun. So have fun with this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Hey, you got extra foil? Tin foil that just kind of, oh, I got all this extra. Don't let it go to waste. Remember what I taught you? Or some of you? Make something out of it. Ooh, look, I made a spider. Or, look, I made a ballet dancer. La 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 la. Or, this guy. He's kind of a weird soccer guy. I don't know. I don't know where a soccer ball went to. Oh, I have one more. Aha. A superhero! Dun 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 dun! Oh. You can make all kinds of fun things with aluminum foil. So, don't just throw it away. Make something out of it. Maybe you can make a basketball. Whoop! Back and, post down below if you want to see any other art, or post your art. Send me a picture. Email it to me. Text it to me. Put it on my Facebook. We'll see you there. Bye.